On this episode of Philomena.com, you are going to join me with some of Liberia's hottest yogis. Now, if you know me, you know I don't do yoga. In fact, when I told a few of my friends I was doing this episode, they were quite surprised. But I'm willing to give it another chance, and I'm with some amazing, amazing women today. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, so I'm here at Mama Point Hotel this beautiful Sunday morning with two of the best yogis in Liberia. Probably the only ones I know. But ladies, introduce yourselves.
My name is Luvette, and I'm a certified yoga instructor based in Liberia. I also do fitness coaching. So yeah.
Nice.
My name is Masa, and 100% Liberian. And also a yoga teacher, and I live in Liberia.
What inspired you to start your yoga journey? You gonna go?
So yeah, when I did yoga the first time, the way it made me feel, it inspired me to keep going because I felt better about myself. Every time I went to a yoga class, every time I got on my mat, I felt like I was releasing something, especially stress, tension, and I was inspired. I was like, I have to go deeper into this practice because, it makes my life feel better, and, on the positive side, I want to be a better person. And so, yeah.
Wow, all right. What about you, Masa?
Well, I started yoga when I was in the US. I had no idea. I didn't even know what yoga was. And I stumbled on it. And when I found yoga, there was something, the way it made me feel, like I was just like happy. There was like inner peace, and I feel like I was able to find myself. And it helped me get into a place where I was able to let go of negativity, because I'm like a person who I like my peace, I like my space, my positive space. And when I discovered yoga, I realized that it helped me release and let go of stress and tension. And ever since then, I was just like, I'm hooked. Okay. This is it.
Now, see, listening to you guys explain this, right? Okay, so I've tried yoga many times. And if you know me, I'm a very high stress. I'm a little cynical too. So I just remember my first experience, or first few experiences, I couldn't get past the breathing. Like, I'm like, are we gonna start doing this? Or are we just gonna breathe? And then I have anxiety, so the breathing thing kind of threw me off. So I've gone, but then I pushed away. But I'm gonna try it again with you all. Hopefully I'll get these positive feelings, as both of y'all sound like a change your life.
I mean, the breathing thing is key because a lot of times we just breathe, right? But breathing when you're aware, being aware, and this, if you have stress and anxiety, this is what the breathing would do. This is what it would help you do, because you're able to really.
We're gonna try this again because listen, I'm always stressed and I always have anxiety, but since I moved to Liberia, it's gone like 100 knots up. So y'all gonna help me get on this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We got you, girl.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about, because Liberia is a very different place. Do you feel like doing yoga or practicing yoga in Liberia is different than where you may have started or anywhere else in the world? Because yoga is a very new concept to Liberia, right? So how do you feel about that?
I think, first of all, practicing yoga in Liberia is different because one is new, and we're used to, when we say exercise, we're used to being really fast. And for me, the yoga practice that I practice, or the yoga that I teach, is hatha yoga, and it's very slow. And sometimes people come to the session, like you said, you didn't, make it through your breathing. So people are not vulnerable, so they're very guided, and when they enter a yoga class, they're just like, I don't want to let everything out.
Right.
And so for Liberia, that's the struggle, with how do you get people to be vulnerable in the yoga class? Because when you are vulnerable, you'll be able to get from it.
Right.
But when you're so guided and you're like, I don't know, this is new, this is strange, this is weird, it's different. And also, one thing I noticed too, how Liberians, we tend to focus more on other people. And so when you're in a yoga class, people are not focusing on themselves. They're constantly looking at the other person next to them. Like, that person is falling. She's not doing it right.
Oh, girl, you just hit on it. You know, I didn't even think about that, but Liberian people do not like to mind their business, and I guess this translates to even exercise classes.
Yeah. So they're not focusing on themselves, and they're laughing, and that's rude. One. You can't laugh, and that's just disrespectful.
Well, y'all gonna laugh at me today when you see what we about to do, okay? Don't you feel like this one? People think they can't do it. Okay.
Stay focused.
I'm trying. Okay. Now what do I do?
Find something. Keep your eye on it.
Pick up.
Yoga, the mental benefits of yoga is, I can't overemphasize the mental benefits. And mental health is something that, you know, everybody deal with. And it's something that, first of all, a lot of countries beside Liberia that are developed already. Mental health is just not getting to the point where people are able to talk about
Recognize it. Yeah.
Yes. So given a country like Liberia, mental health is not something that people talk about.
Right.
And this is not something that we don't have like an opportunity or a platform, places that people can go and talk about mental health and learn about mental health. And the mental health benefits for doing yoga is huge. And having to bring that into the culture, Liberia, and getting people to sit still and be able to observe your feelings and your thoughts and being aware of the emotions that are coming to you.
Yeah.
This is not something that we Liberians would just be open to.
Yeah.
Because when you practice yoga and you sit still, for example, or you meditate, people say, oh, empty your mind. It's not possible. You can't empty your mind. That's not true. You can't empty your mind. But you're aware. You're aware of the thoughts. And when the thoughts come to you, you're aware, and then you say, let me see how this thought is making me feel. Is it making me angry? You observe that anger. Is it making me cry? But you don't hold on to it. You let it go. Release it.
And you bring up a good point because not to get into the deep dark history of Liberia, but I always say that we are a culture that walks. You see people walking around every single day, and you think about what they've been through. We are basically living amongst traumatized people.
Yes. Absolutely.
And
I just
even I think I just did too.
That is so true.
And you know, for them to even confront their own feelings about what they've been through may be triggering to them or traumatizing to them, which may go back to your point of why Liberian people can't take anything seriously. We're always joking, we're always laughing. So something like this that may open you up and really get you to be in a vulnerable place, like she said, it's not that easy to bring to light. So this is something that we're gonna have to work on. And luckily we're all here for the rest of our lives. You're gonna teach your kids yoga, you're gonna teach your kids, we're all gonna do yoga so we can stop the cycle. So what is your favorite place? I'm gonna ask you your favorite place in Liberia to do yoga.
To do yoga. My favorite place is Rappersport.
Okay.
But to do yoga, I would say Tropicana. You know Tropicana? Yes. So the reason I like Tropicana is because I have the pool, but there's a platform where I can sit and face the ocean.
Nice.
And there are plants, there are like flowers around. It's very like free. Just being able to be in that space where you hear the waves and you're surrounded by plants. Amazing.
What about you?
Yes, I love Tropicana too. I use that all the time. But I think Limbasa, I feel like everywhere there's a beach. You know,
in Liberia, like
everywhere there's a beach.
We're really blessed to have.
It's beautiful, and you know, you see everything living, and it just brings life to you.
Beyond being yogis, you got to be boss babes too, right? And of course, both of you have your own. I would like to call it healthy lifestyle living brands. Right? Okay. So we'll start with you, Masa. I called you one day trying to get something off the site, and it was sold out in like 5 seconds. So I'm on a wait list right now. But tell us more about Get Fit Liberia.
So I started Get Fit. My partner and I actually we started Get Fit because you can't really find these things in Liberia. Me personally, I want to purchase a yoga mat, for example. I couldn't find it, and I we decided, why don't we create something where people can just be able to get all things fitness.
Right.
So even just being able to have something like a yoga socks.
I didn't even know what yoga socks were till
Yes,
today, guys. But I feel like I
exactly.
need them now in my life.
Yes, because when you're working out or you're doing yoga, your hands, your palms get slippery or
Okay.
sweaty.
Yeah.
So this will prevent your
Slippage,
palms
yeah.
from slipping. So we have a whole lot of different products. We have our best-selling product is a waist.
That's what I asked for, if y'all were
But
wondering.
we're sold out.
If you're wondering, that's what I was asking for, trying to slim it out, you know.
So we have everything from waist trainer to whey protein to yoga pants. First of all, all of this is Get Fit, and
All
she's
of this.
rocking
The pants.
Get Fit
Okay,
right now.
all right. So it's good to know though, because I always say this, and especially the Liberians watching know that it's hard to get anything in Liberia, especially something specialized like this.
Yeah.
So I think it's so important that people are finding their niches in fitness, and you guys are bringing the products that we are all used to abroad. This is the full circle, the full ecosystem, and how it happens. Munchies. I just got my first order of munchies this week, and it's so good. And I love granola. I love granola in my yogurt. I love it as a snack. So when I saw this, I said, oh, I want to try it. But then I started looking. I have every nut allergy in the world, right? So I was like, Levette, can I get it specialized? And she specialized it for me. So now I'm good. I don't have any worries. I don't need to wait for some supermarket to bring it in. It's locally produced right here. So tell us about Munchies. How did it get started? It's obviously doing well. Everybody eats it.
I love it.
Okay, yeah. So when I transitioned into being a fitness coach, I was always on the go. But most of the time I didn't have time to prepare meal prep or anything like that, and I had to find snacks. I had to find something that was very healthy that I could just take on the go. But then every time I go to the supermarket, the ones that didn't have so much sugar, so much preservatives in them, they're so expensive. And when I went to the US last year, I saw I went to the snack aisle and I just saw a lot of granola, different flavors, and I'm just like, okay, the universe is speaking to me. So fast forward, I went Ghana again, and then I saw that even Ghana has a lot of different granola. So it's like, okay, it's time for me to make something for my people, so that they too can be hooked and have all the nutritious benefits that they can have from snacking. Because we all love to snack. In the night, you just want to get up and munch on something. So this is something to munch on.
Yes.
And it's something that when you munch on it, you can munch on it not feeling so guilty.
Right,
Yes.
right. Those midnight snacks, when they're not calorie loaded, it's better.
Bring your chest down for upward facing dog. So just lift a little bit, lift your chest, keep your feet flat down, and just lift your chest. And then exhale, come onto your knee, come into downward dog.
Oh, yeah.
So keep your head to hang heavy. Good job, right out. Keep pressing into the back of your heels.
I'll press it, girl.
For 3, 2, 2.5, 2 1/4, 2 and a pinky, 2 and a kini, and 1. Come onto your knees and come into chest.
Oh, yeah. I like the challenge. Lord.
Downward dog. It's a downward dog. Okay. It's a downward dog. Actually, it's a downward dog.
This is a resting pose. I like resting. So what? You do it like this?
Yes, and then keep your head to hang heavy. Your leg up. You can bend your knee if your heels. Yes, bend your knee. Yes.
Keep your leg hip width apart.
Yes.
What?
Hip width. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go.
That's downward dog. Yes.
Okay, so can you guys show me like your moves? Not like this resting beginner phase. I know there's like some crazy yoga moves you can do. So what's your your yoga flex move?
Yeah. My favorite is a handstand. I like balancing poses. A handstand or a forearm stand.
Get it, girl.
Right.
Wow. Wow, girl. Yes. She's doing the matrix with her legs and all. What is going on? This is a pro.
Yeah. L-I-B.
All right, come on, Lavelle, let's see yours. This is awesome.
Okay, so I'm more on the hip opener. I like the hip opener, so I'll do. I guess that's my favorite. So I'll do goddess and then I'll go into.
Goddess with a goddess.
Yeah.
Yes, goddess with my yogi.
I love goddess. Yes, girl.
Look at those high knees.
Like Meg the Stallion, girl.
Try it. That's that word I tried. Yes.
Yes. This takes. Yes.
Woo!
Those
Yes.
toes. And she just looks like she's not
Those,
breaking a
those
sweat
are
at
some
all.
yogi toes.
Yeah. Strong toes. And she wants this list. Oh, I need to do more
Ooh,
makeup here.
child. Ooh, yes.
Yes. Don't ask me to do any of that, but yes. All right.
Please, that right.
Oh, and you're doing that.
And she's adding a leg.
This is like a subtle flex, like big flex. Big flex. All right. What you trying to get me to do?
Girl, do what Liberian did.
I don't think I can do all that.
I know what
try.
you can do. I'll show you what you can do. No, I'm just
Lord.
Yes, mom.
Yes.
She said, God.
All right. So what am I doing? I like just go on my knees or my.
Lift your heels up.
Okay, they're up. Hurry up, girl, cause I ain't
So
gonna.
you're
Okay.
lifting your heel up.
Okay.
Keep your back straight. Keep your back straight.
Yes.
I can't
Good job.
Yeah. Come on. Let's do it. You talking to me? I can do something Marcel can't do. Yay! I'm out here. I'm a yogi now. You know what I'm saying? Well, thank you, ladies, so much for this awesome opportunity. I think I'm gonna have to start coming to y'all classes now. Not with Marcel though, cause
You know, kind of one of my classes.
and also I know you guys have been working through the whole coronavirus epidemic. So I've seen you and you doing some like online things. So we'll make sure to include their information so you guys can follow these amazing ladies. And I hope you all have a great day. What do we say? How do we end it?
Namaste.
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 Oh.